What's cooking, fellow MyNBA2k17 fanatics? MyTyme here. The most recent event, Rivals Clash, is finished. I'm going to click on Claim Rewards. You can see that I ranked 1700 points, 3600. So, not a great showing by me, I'll be honest. I wasn't playing on the Thursday or the Friday, so I kind of realised then that I was going to struggle to get anywhere near the top. And I only played a bit on the Saturday and did the majority of the work, I think, was done on the Sunday to get myself into that kind of area. Now, I could have played it harder, but I was never going to get the top rewards. If we just come have a look at the ranks now, you would have needed to get into the top 1,000. I'd need 5,000 points to have got that single card, which was doable. Okay, if I had have played more on the Saturday or played harder on the Sunday, I would have got into tier 3. But what I was doing is I was playing a multitude of games. I was playing this, I was playing WWE Supercard, and I was also playing some NHL and some Summoners Wars and some Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and just basically mixing things up. So a few of those videos will be coming out in the near future, but this game, as long as I got to tier 4, that is what I kind of cared about. Now, I was never going to get 30,000 points here because I wasn't going to put that kind of time in. I could have got tier 2, but for the sake of the one specialisation, tier 3 probably would have been the realistic place for me to finish. So next time, maybe I will aim for that, knowing about 5,000 or 6,000 points what I've got to go for, especially if I can do it over the course of 4 days rather than 2. But we are where we are, and in terms of teams, we end up in tier 6. So ideally, I'd have liked to be in tier 4 because you get fractionally better rewards, but it's not the end of the world. We still get 36 hours of +1 picks, 36 hours of increased foil chance, and they're really the two which are important. The other ones in there aren't really. Who cares about hard charging your cards, to be honest with you? Not many of us do, I don't think. So let's go claim rewards. Now I get that single Draymond Green card, and I'm going to click claim here. Boom, here we see, up he comes, and he's now part of the squad. That golden ball of goodness, letting me know that I've got something worth keeping, generally, unless it's an epic. And Draymond Green is now part of the squad. Once again, guys, there is no little auction hammer up here, so can't auction him, but I can pro him in the future. Now, talking of proing, wildcards aren't coming back. Now, I have had a look on the forum, okay, guys? I have looked on the forum to try and get you guys a bit of information, but it's pretty awful, to be honest with you. There isn't really much being said by the developers. However, I do think that these rewards that were just given out in Rivals Clash, from what I can understand, they're going to use a similar process to what they were using in NHL Supercard. For those of you that played NHL Supercard, you'll will know what I'm about to say. Now, let's just say, for argument's sake, that this Bill Russell card here is an event card. Now, if I got the single event card here from Rivals Clash, then this Bill Russell will be an undercard in the next event. So the event card, for example, could be Maurice Cheeks, but Bill Russell will be an undercard. So those people who got the single Bill Russell this time could then pro him in the next event, encouraging all those people that finish between rank 26 and 1,000 to go to at least play as far as getting that event card. So it'll be right to the end, like the last, second to last card, third to last card, whatever it will be. We'll have to wait and see in the next road to the championship if that is what happens. If it does, it's exactly the same stance as they took in NHL Supercard towards the end. Do I think it's good or bad? Well, if I had known that before, I probably still couldn't have got the card. Well, you know what? I could have got the card, actually. I could have put the time in to get the card. I was only kind of finding that out on the Sunday. And if that is the case, then I would have liked to have got the card because I'd have a chance of proing it, given my team. Not that it's good. Ironically, I am going to be working a lot of the time next weekend, but I might still be able to put in a few hours to be able to get the event card, especially if it's an undercard. You don't have to go all the way to the end of the event. So we are where we are. Now, I'm not sure if I told you guys before, but Paul Millsap was my latest legendary pull. I don't know if I said it in my last video. I can't remember. I've been training him up. Pretty happy to get him. And I did get 2 epic pulls recently. One in the event, literally in the last 20 minutes of the event, I got my first epic pull of the whole event. And then I've played maybe 20 games since, and I got a second epic pull. 2 close epic pulls. Obviously, it's not a legendary, so they're not resets. But we got Kevin Love, who I have finished powering up now as well, and we got all the way down here Sleepy Floyd. So my theory is I'm going to be selling this Ben Simmons very, very shortly, as in the next minute. So let's come back, and I need some RPs. If we have a look up here, 72,000 left. I got a few hot streaks, so I think I spent 48. I think I spent 90, whatever it was, 96,000 RP to get that Draymond Green card. Now, if you were to buy him outright in the auction house, it would cost you more than that. So in my eyes, it's like using 98,000 RP to get a legendary card, which isn't the end of the world. Obviously, if I could use it to get an event card, it would have been fractionally better if there is the option to pro them in the future event. Oops. Let's see where you are. We want to remove you. Out you come. In goes anyone here? No, anyone. Poo. There we go. Okay, we'll worry about sorting this out later. So that brings out Williams now. A little look, kind of how much people were selling epic cards for Byte Nows. I've seen this exact Williams card. In fact, I'll show you, going for 60,000 Byte now. And then there are some people who are doing the auction starting as low as like 2,500. So, bit of a mix. There you go, 60,000 here. Byte Now's all the way down in 4,000s here, 39.99. So, I'm going to put him up at. Let's have a think. I'm going to put him up at. What is reasonable? He seems to be a bit more pricey than some of the others. You know what? I'm gonna put him at a buy now of 32,000. I think that is reasonable, and we will start the bidding from 18. Now, I don't think this is a particularly good deal, guys. I'm not saying that, oh, this is amazing. Maybe what I could do is do a special giveaway. In fact, I will do that. Okay? So I'm going to put this card up now because I want to get some RP, because I want to make potentially a couple more pros before we end up in the next road to the championship. So I'm going to go begin, see if I can sell him for 32 minus the 10% to get whatever that is, 29 or 28, whatever it is back I get. And I'm going to play a little bit. If I can get a couple more pulls, guys, a couple more. Who have I got in here? Yeah, if I can get a couple more pulls, what I might do is I will either auction off an epic card to you guys, okay, basically for nothing. So whatever the minimum RP is, I will put it in, and I will do it one or two ways. Either I will try and arrange a time. It's going to be difficult. Because to do it cheaply for you guys means someone else might snipe it. And if I put it up as really expensive, the easiest way for me to do it is to put it as expensive, let you guys buy it, and then buy a card off of you for the same price so that you get the card for free. You know, like for example, buy a common card off of you for 50,000 RP, and then you will come and buy this card off of me for 50,000 RP, if that makes sense, or vice versa. You buy it off me first and I'll buy the common card off of you. So we will see, but that's going to be it for now anyway. That's what I'm going to plan to do, see if we can get a decent pull. Thank you for watching, people. Hope you got what you wanted to in the event. I'm MyTyme, and I'll be back very soon.